Oh god, it's gone horribly wrong. Hello everyone, this is Matthew Olsen and SamuraiHex. Welcome back to Lincoln Pacific FC in 0 to Hero. And as you can see by the league table, it's gone a slight bit wrong. If we go on to the past results, we were there for the York 9 Atletico Ottawa games, which we both won. We then played York 9 and won 1-0. We then lost to HFX Wanderers 1-0. And then we beat Valor. And because of that loss against HFX Wanderers, York 9 got a point more than us and won the spring season. And then it's just gone from bad for worse. We ended up beating Forge 3-0, good result. We then drew against Montreal Impact and then also lost against them, drew against them 1-1 away, but they won on away goals. Just before that we played FC Edmonton, lost 2-1. We then played HFX Wanderers again, lost 1-0. We then played York 9, lost 2-1. Cavalry, we drew 1-1. And then we've just played Marathon in the CONCACAF League preliminary round, which we won 2-0. So yeah, it's gone horribly wrong. We're currently 6th in the Canadian Premier League of the full season. And yeah, we've got a lot to do if we want to go to first and get into the final table or whatever. We're currently 3rd in the overall table. So we just got to hope York now win it again if we do struggle, and that HFX Wanderers get less points than us. So we just have to win. We've got a new skin. It's the TCS skin, which was my favourite skin for the past few football managers. Personally, the workspace version was the best, and I always used that. But the workspace version has not come out yet. Problem is, there's a little bit of a problem. If I go here, there's no general, and if I go to history, you can't click on anything. I don't know why. So it's a bit of a bug. But yeah, the team that we're going for is Nolan Worth. Callum Vervang's injured. Is coming back soon. So we've got a great out player and goalkeeper. Caden Chung. I don't want that. I want what is it? Selection. No, it's reports. No, it was a good one. I don't know why it's gone. Is it that one? And then that? Yeah, it's that one. Okay. Maya Jagari, Abdul Samake, Mario Roscoe, Sean Young, Kevin Rios, Manny Puccio, Noah Verhoeven, Jonathan Capacho, who's been playing quite well recently, he's scored 13, and Alejandro Diaz, who I've given a chance because I'm getting a bit sick of Lopez Esper not scoring for a while. Moka Bustos, I'm also getting a bit upset with because he's not doing any good lately. Hodge Pro, D Chario's oh yeah, transfers. Forgot about that. Yeah. Transfers happened. We signed a few players and sold a few players. So first off, we sold Lucas McNaughton, who was not playing for us in any way. He only played 1 game, and the last season before that only played 8. Even though there was only 11 games that season, but most of them were off the bench. Yeah, we sold him for 26k, which is a good result, good amount for him. We then sold Cole Umete for 40k, and if you look, he's only worth 26.5. So I'm very happy, very happy with that. He came in on a free from Indy 11 this season. Only played 2 games. We sold him in the summer. His contract was running up, I think, but they obviously paid 40k to just get him in straight away. We then we needed a centre back, so I bought him Meli Tenguea. He's 2.5 stars. We signed him for 12k. He's currently worth 37.5, so that's a good deal. We also bought in Joseph Di Charia for like a Let me just do this because it's messed up again. I don't know why it keeps changing. I don't know why. I don't like how it literally keeps changing. I just don't understand it. So that's how I like it normally, but probably not that. But yeah, he's a DM. Just to take place while Jamar Dixon was injured. He's here for this season and next season. He's a good player. He's played a bit. He's done quite well considering we've lost every game he's played. But yeah, we got him for 22k. He's now worth 53, so it's another good deal. And yeah, he's in the subs with Marshall de Jong and Melington Guaya. Ross Kitchen is the goalkeeper who's grayed out, so I won't really talk about him. Let's get into it. Against Marathon, we need to win this if we want to progress any further into the CONCACAF League, which is like, from what I know, is like the Europa League of CONCACAF, North America and Caribbean. So yeah, I'd like to do quite well in this competition. Let's leave this stuff to the people who are doing it. Skip ahead, get into there, and we'll go ahead. So we've got Diaz on the ball, gives it to Rios. Already 2-0 up, of course, so we just need a draw ready to win. But I won't mind a win to just keep our morale up, going up and up, because it's gone down a tad bit, considering we've not been very good lately. As Chung's pass is wide from Capacho, as Young now picks it up, crosses it in. Capacho is onto it, and he scores his 14th goal of the season. We're now 1-0 up, 3-0 on aggregate, and this is going good. I probably don't need that. This is the first time I've played with the TCS skin in this save, so it's going to be a bit default like, so I'm just going to have to mess about with it a bit in my free time. As Capacho crosses it in, but it's gone nowhere. But Roscoe picks up. Gives it to Apusio, to Verhoeven, gives it to Rios. Can Rios shoot? Yes, it can, but it hits the bar. And it's goal kick for Marathon. And us change it to latest scores. Normally I like either have the scores or the league table, but since this is a league table, I might as well just do scores. And have Chung with the throw, gives it to Young, gives it back to Chung, who crosses it in, but it's headed away. Roscoe picks it up, like, can he cross it in? Yes, he can. No, he doesn't. He passes it to Pusher, gives it to Roscoe, crosses it in, and it's headed by Hernandez. But Young picks it up, gives it to Chung, gives it back to Young, he shoots, and he scores. His first goal of the season. What a goal. First score. Not bad for your first ever goal for Pacific as well. And that is now us 2-0 up, and probably the tie is probably sealed. I should think it is at least, unless there's a catastrophic mess on, but they score 5 goals. I'm very happy. They looked a bit, and they looked a bit complacent, which isn't that good. As Zaldivar gets a free kick and Worth saves it, who has not been as good as he was last season, and I'm thinking of bringing Calvin Irvine back in as soon as his injuries come back. Finished. He's come back from his injury, so like that, it's 6.5, 6.6. That's not good enough, and he's just messed up that. So yeah, he's not doing as good as I'd like to think. As we make our first sub, I'm going to take Orozco off for Martial de Jong. Martial de Jong and Mario Orozco have just been not very good lately. not very good at all. I'm also going to put Bustos on, I think. And Alejandro Diaz is playing an awful game because he's an awful player. As we cross in, and Aparicio scores his second goal of the season. And it is now 3-0 up, 5-0 in aggregate, as Chung tries to cross it in. But it's headed away now. Pena is on the ball. Crosses into Zaldivar. Solano. He shoots. And it's a good save by Cullingworth. I think it's Cullingworth. I think it is. No, Longworth. Yeah. Oops. Got your name wrong. Sorry. But Orlando Sanchez just scores from corner. And most of our goals we've conceded are actually from corners, which is always never good to see. I'm going to tell Leandro Diaz, put on Lopez Espen, see what he can do for the last few minutes of the game. Probably nothing, because both him and Alejandro Diaz have not been any good. And well, the guy, I forget his name, is injured. As the Hara crosses it in, and Pina have scored, and that's bad. That's really bad. I'm going to berate. They're coming back into this. We don't really want this. This is what the problem has been in. It's been from crosses and corners where we've conceded our goals, and I just don't know why. Because we weren't doing it at all at the start of the season, and we weren't doing it at all last season. And Scarpaccio is offside. Quite offside, I would think. Does it shy? No. It's probably going to show at the end of the game. And this is probably just the end of the game highlight, because it always does that. And there we go, we get the highlight. I'm just going to skip it because Scarpaccio was definitely offside, and the game is full time. I'm going to say Jekyll and Hyde performance, because it was. We were brilliant first half, and then second half we were just god awful. I just hope no one gets upset from that. As I don't think we are. I'm gonna skip ahead then for the next game, which is probably good. I was gonna do the Atletico, but we've got the CONCACAF League game, so I'm just gonna skip ahead for the Isidro Metapan game. See how we do. See you for that game. See you in a bit. And we are back for the match against Isidro Metapan in the CONCACAF League preliminary round. And I'm just having to change that to my fixture view because it's much better. Why has it gone like that? Okay. I'll try and figure out how that's gone wrong later. Probably because of all that. Anyway. Well, we've been gone. No, well, have you been gone? Melita Guaya has got injured with 2 to 3 months with a torn thigh muscle, which is bad, but not that bad because Joseph Chirea can play there. And I've got a scenario ready for Sean Young. So the scenario here is that he is progressing quite well in training. He's doing well in games since Jamal Dixon's injury, and he's ready to take the step to the next level. Toss a coin. If it's heads, you get 5 plus 5 in potential ability and current ability. If it's tails, it's plus 3 in both. So, hey Siri, toss a coin.
Tails.
So it's plus 3 for Sean Young in both potential and current ability. And I was hoping for 5, but hey, we get 3. But the team is mostly unchanged. I've brought in Bustos, for Hoven, who didn't have a good game last time, and Alejandro Diaz has been completely dropped, and Harry Campbell's come in. Also, because Melitengwe is injured, I've brought him back Joseph Reyes, who hasn't been that brilliant lately. And Marcelo de Jong's playing. Yeah. So, a few changes, but I still expect us to win, hopefully, especially because it's at home. I just expect a good game and to get back on a good run of form. As the game starts, and Barjona's on the ball. Throws it to Campos, but Barjona back on the ball. And Rios has intercepted it, and now it's Capacho. What can he do? He gets tackled, and it's apparently a penalty. I thought he got the ball. This is a good opportunity for Bustos to score though and get back into form, which he does. It is his 6th goal of the season. Mostly all from penalties or free kicks. Mostly all penalties. But yeah, that is a good start to the game, even though I don't think it was a penalty. I think we've been quite lucky there to get that. Now De Jong crosses it to Bustos. What can he do? Can he shoot? Yes, he can, but it's wide. And now it's Chung. What can he do? He loses the ball, and now he's a bit open, but Mweye Jigare gets it in as a Fisher to Young. Bustos. Chung now. Can he cross it in? No, but he gets another penalty. That looked more like a penalty than the other one, but I don't think it was. As Bustos now scores his brace from penalties. If we get a third, that's him for getting a hat-trick, hopefully. Okay, I think the referees are in favour to us. It's a bit of favouritism to us. As it's 33 minutes and De Jong throws it to Capacho. What can he do? Is he going to get another penalty? No, he should have passed it to Chung, but instead he crosses it, but Capacho gets it back. Instead of Dwayne now, Fisher, can he shoot? Yes, he can. And this is his 3rd goal of the season. Then we have now 3-0 up. This is going spectacularly well. Nolan Worth is completion, and so is everyone on our bench. And now so is Darryl Campbell, who's the only one knockoff of Nolan Worth who's not doing well. I'm very happy with the way he played. They have made 2 changes already. That's a lot of changes to make so early on. I'm going to make a change myself. I'll get Josue Reyes on. I'm also going to take off Sean Young for Joseph Di Cheria. Just to show him how what he's like. For you viewing him for the first time. They got a throw in with Laren, but Burgos back to Barahona, who gave the throw in. Now Souza, who's injured, can get past the Prisho. Now he gives it back to someone, I couldn't read his name, as Laren shoots, but Worth makes a good save. I'm going to make my next sub. I'm going to take Terran Campbell for Ricky Lopez Espin. I tried to sign what's his name? The guy we had last season alone that I did the scenario for, that we have to sign more out. And I got a good deal, cheap, and he wanted like 2,000k per week, which we just can't afford. Especially considering there's a salary cap at like 14k, we're already like 13k over the 13k to 14k. So it would go to 15 and we just won't be able to have him in the squad. So I'm waiting for his contract to end at the end of the season and hopefully sign him on a free. As we've won 3-0. And hopefully that's us ready for the next game. I'll just look at the player. I've got him in my ex-players. Ryan Savakowski. He's currently injured with 2 to 3 months with the torn thigh muscle. But if you look, he wants that much money. It's just too much. He has played for Real Monarchs, but I am going to try and get him come next season when he's on a free. He has gone down in the current ability because of this injury. I've only scouted him quite recently, I think. Yeah, 36 days ago was when he got his injury. So he has gone down in ability, but I still want to sign him. So, yeah. I think next games we're coming for is probably Cavalry and Atletico Ottawa. I wanted to do Atletico Ottawa, then we of course got through and immediately played Isidro and Metapan. And I don't think it's too early to go back to that Atletico Ottawa game, so it's going to be Cavalry at Atletico Ottawa. See how we do. If we have a chance of, if we turn the form around and we're near the top of the league, I'll go for the last 2 games of the season, and then the game after that will hopefully be the final game in the to do the championship of the winners and all that. If we are struggling again and get a meeting with the board, I'll immediately come back for the next 2 games after that. So whenever that, I'll probably be around about here. I do struggle, but currently we're on a B-, which I'm surprised because we're just doing awful. Though they do want mid-table, and currently we're 52%. But then they want top half, and we can get it with a couple of wins. So hopefully we can do that. But I've rambled on enough. Good show of one game, good run of games. Hopefully where we can pick up some points. But yeah, I've been Matthew, also known as SamuraiHex. I'll see you next time. Hex signing out. Bye. Well, that's all for this video. Remember to like, comment, favourite, share and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Hex signing out.